Authorities in Ukraine have said the death toll from missile strikes in Zaporizhzhia has risen to 13. Rescue workers continue to pull bodies from the rubble of an apartment block. A Russian missile strike hit the five-story building in the southeastern city before dawn on Thursday. Well, new aerial images have been released showing the extent of the damage done by the Russian bombardment of the eastern Ukrainian city of Bakhmut. Drone footage shows street after street of destroyed homes with fires still burning. Pressure is mounting on Ukrainian troops holding out in the eastern city. Intelligence analysts say Kyiv may be considering a controlled pullout. Russian forces have spent months trying to capture Bakhmut, seen as a key staging ground for further advances.
We can now speak to Marina Miron, a defense analyst at King's College London, and she joins us now from Munich. So we're hearing from British intelligence sources that Ukrainian forces are indeed under severe pressure defending Bakhmut. What else can you tell us about the situation?
Well, thank you for having me. Certainly, we have heard from all sides. I believe the Russians are saying it. Yevgeny Prigozhin went on Telegram and challenged Zelensky, saying that he's about to close the lid to the Bakhmut cauldron and calling him to withdraw his forces. We have also heard that Lieutenant General Syrsky from the Ukrainian side has visited Bakhmut and has left Bakhmut. So there are kind of accounts that the Russians are very close to taking Bakhmut, and the key here is whether Ukraine will indeed give up Bakhmut or send reinforcements, because some news from Chasiv Yar, which is next to Bakhmut, the Ukrainian forces are waiting for elite Ukrainian troops to arrive and to help them defend Bakhmut from the Russian forces. However, the situation is unclear. It would suggest that the Russians are very, very close to taking the city, making it a very kind of costly victory for both sides and costly defeat for the Ukrainian side.
Well, as all of this is happening, the United States announced a new military aid package for Ukraine worth $400 million. And we understand that part of that package includes tactical bridges. Can you explain their significance?
Well, tactical bridges are important in conjunction with what has been given to Ukraine so far, and I'm talking about main battle tanks, such as the Challenger 2, such as Leopard. So those tactical bridges would increase the mobility of the Ukrainian forces because the infrastructure is being destroyed. Many bridges have been destroyed, and we have seen today that Ukrainian forces have destroyed many bridges in Bakhmut. The Russians are targeting bridges, and it is a key component in order for the Ukrainians to be able to cross rivers using those tanks. So it is not an insignificant aid for the Ukrainian forces once all of the tanks arrive. They might be even too heavy for the present bridges that Ukraine has. Therefore, it's necessary for the Ukrainian forces to be able to cross rivers and to be able to increase their maneuverability.
We also know that the German arms maker Rheinmetall is currently negotiating the construction of a tank factory in Ukraine. Just quickly, what effect might that have on the course of the war?
It is an interesting decision to construct a factory, and from what I know, this factory would be manufacturing the latest generation of main battle tanks, KF-51 Panther. So placing that factory in Ukraine kind of has a symbolic value to show German support to Ukraine, and Ukraine would be the first country to get those advanced tanks. They don't exist as of yet. They have been shown in June in Paris. They have been unveiled. However, it would be also very dangerous because there is always a possibility that the Russians might get their hands on such a tank, and therefore they might also be targeting the factory. So there are a lot of risks associated with it. And I think as a war is going on right now, maybe the idea of doing that might not be as good.
All right, that was defense analyst Marina Miron from King's College London. Thank you so much for your insights.
Thank you.